welcome to my channel. I am going to be drawing Harry Potter, and I'm going to be using supplies that I have in my studio, so you guys use what you have. Watch this quick little preview, and then we'll get started. Hey there, friends! Welcome to Artsy Rose's channel, and on here I'll be teaching you all different kinds of things. But the most important thing to remember is that you are your own special artist, and how you choose to do something doesn't have to be anything like anybody else's. I'm just here for the guidance and to offer you some different insights in teaching and how to use different supplies and how to maybe draw in a different way or technique. So I am so excited to spend some time with you, and I, of course, cannot wait to get started. But first, go ahead and gather up all your supplies. You'll need something to draw with, such as a pencil, an eraser if you have one. I do love to use a Sharpie or a marker for tracing my pencil lines, and then whatever you have to fill in with color. That could be markers, crayons, colored pencils, permanent markers, gel pens, paints, oil pastels, whatever it may be that you have. And of course, we'll use different supplies for different projects, but if you don't have something that I'm using, use what you have. Make it work, right? And remember, there are no mistakes, there are only happy accidents, said somebody famous a long time ago. So no stressing. If you have oopsies, you can always change it and turn it into something else. You guys take a deep breath, and of course, gather those supplies, maybe grab a drink and a snack, and let's get started. Now, like I said, I'm gonna start with marker. I highly suggest you guys start with pencil. That way, if there's any mess ups, you can totally erase, no big deal. And we're gonna go into this multi-view that I have for you. And I'll be switching between camera angles so we can get the best view. All right. We're gonna start with Harry Potter's head. Now, I wanna figure out the correct placement. So I am gonna guess that this is roughly the middle of my paper, and if I slide up from there, I can most definitely do a head shape. So the head is gonna be almost like a U, right? And it's a little bit wonky because, you know, that's what happens when you draw from the side angle over here. Now, let's go ahead and give Harry some hair. So, you know, I would say that he's not super concerned about his hairstyle. What do you guys think? We're gonna do a little C for one ear and a little backward C for the other. And then we're going to go ahead and do, and like I said, he's not super concerned about that hairdo going on, is he? Okay, there we go. And then now we've got to do Harry's scar, right? So we've got just the little bitty scar right in there. All right. Remember, you can pause me and rewind me, those of you not watching live. So now Harry has his very famous circle glasses, right? And sometimes it's tricky getting them the same size, but just try your best. Then we've got to connect the two glasses piece, and then of course draw the lines to the eyes. And then let's go ahead, and I'm just gonna keep it super simple and just make some circle eyes like so and fill them in. Now, of course, you could do much more detail. You could make the eyes look, you know, how you guys like to make eyes look. And, you know, with the shine in them, or actually do like brown eyes or do football shape eyes, whatever you want to do. This is your art. That's the number one most important thing. You are your own special artist. You create it how you want to, right? Now, down below in that other camera, you guys are seeing Raina and Biggie. They're taking a nap. Raina's on the left. She's got her little winter sweater on, and then Biggie's on the right. They are snoozing. So I love my little puppies. Okay, so we'll just keep those little angles on them for a bit. Oh, Biggie, big old breath there. Okay, let's give Harry a little sideways, maybe a little mischievous grin. There we go. Now, eyebrows are super important. Harry could look extra angry if we're not careful. So you got to make sure you keep those eyebrows kind of curved a little, right? And we could do a little open mouth if you wanted to, okay? And then we're gonna do a little bit of hair down this way like so, okay? Maybe it's time for a haircut. All right, now Harry Potter is gonna be wearing his little infamous scarf. There we go. And then from his scarf, of course, part of the scarf hangs down, okay? So we've got what looks sort of like a lazy C, cuts across, and then a backwards lazy C. Now, most of the time, scarves have two parts that hang down, correct? Now, Harry's scarf is going to be a striped scarf, and it's gonna have his house colors. So it's gonna have the yellow and the deep red color. There we go. So I'm doing curved like smile lines. Perfect, just like so. Now, I am gonna do very simple. We'll do his little, his magic cape thing, you know, like his outfit, okay? There we go, why not? So let's go diagonal, and then we're gonna do another, we'll do just like a little flippy curve there, and then we'll do another diagonal like so. Notice that it's wider here and it gets skinnier up there, okay? Now from here, we're gonna come down, and you can make his little outfit as long as you want it, totally up to you. Now over here, actually let's continue. So let's come another diagonal, and it's gonna be straight across at the bottom. This is still part of his cloak. Over here, we've got his thumb, and then let's go ahead and do his wand. There we go. And then right here, we're gonna do his fingers. 2, 3, 4. And a little bit of the wand might be sticking out. Down there. Here we go. Gracious, just keeps getting bigger and bigger, doesn't it? But notice it's skinnier at the top and thicker at the bottom. Okay, now on Harry Potter's little overcoat, or whatever we want to call that, cloak maybe, we're going to cut across here, and then we're going to come down about here. There we go. Okay, now Harry Potter is he's wearing his, school uniform, so we've got to put the little sweater vest on him, right? So we've got two V's, cut across about where the bottom of his little sweater vest would be. And then, like I said, he's super cartoony, right? Super cartoony. So we're gonna do little, almost like triangle here. And then we're gonna diagonal in. Try to make those legs the same size if you can. Frowny face curve. Frowny face curve. There we go. And then we go. All right, so now we've got his pants, we've got his sweater vest, we've got his overcoat, and then over here you're probably thinking, where's Harry Potter's other arm, right? So we have got to add another arm, but in his arm is going to be Hedwig. And let's zoom on into those puppies. So Biggie and Raina. Oh, so Raina's got her arm on top of Biggie's arm. How sweet is that? She's like, yeah, mama. But they literally always cuddle like this. Oh. They always cuddle like this when they're taking naps, and they're super sweet together. All right, so there's Harry, there's me. Okay, so in Harry's arm, we're gonna have Hedwig, and he's gonna be like holding Hedwig, kind of like this. So we'll have to draw his arm coming out and then over, and then Hedwig's gonna be right in here, okay? So we'll zoom on in, and here we go. We're gonna do a little, Hedwig's gonna be kind of small. I say we make, well, kind of small, kind of not. Let's do Hedwig, we'll do like a frowny face right here, okay? Then we'll do, okay, I was just kind of thinking. So here, this is like a rectangle, right in here. And then I'm gonna do a little circle, and you're probably thinking, what in the world is she doing? But Hedwig has like a little miniature letter, and it could be a letter coming from home for Harry, or it could be, which really probably wouldn't be the case, but, or it could be a letter from Hogwarts, or it could be a letter from his friends. And then I'm putting a little miniature scarf on Hedwig to kind of match Harry's scarf. And then we've got Hedwig's body right in here, and then Hedwig's little arm right here. And we'll do some little feather lines on there. There we go. Okay, so far, here's what we've got. We've got frowny face head. We've got almost like a U-ish body. We've got a little miniature scarf. We've got a curved line with dashes for a wing, and we've got a miniature envelope right there, okay? So next we're gonna do, obviously we have to do a beak, right? So let's do a little beak, and then we've got Hedwig's eyes. There we go. There we go. And then maybe some just little eyebrows on Hedwig as well. And then maybe we'll do a little fluffy fluff texture going on over here. There we go. Yes. Okay. And then we discussed that Hedwig is, I guess we better do a couple little feet down there. I just did some little bitty ones. Okay, and then we could do, let's make Hedwig's beak a little bit bigger. I'm actually gonna do it black anyway, so I'll just color it in. Doing Hedwig's beak a little bit bigger, okay? And then now, here's Harry's arm, and then Harry's arm is going down and around. And then there's the sleeve, and then here's the fingers, and it can almost be like he's making kind of like a little fist right here, right? So there we go. Awesome. Okay, let's go back to this view. I love that view. I'm so excited about it. Okay, so now we can't have, I mean, Harry could be, levitating, but let's not. Let's do some ground. And then maybe we've got like a big full moon going on behind Harry. What do you think? Yeah? And then maybe do some little clouds kind of coming in. Maybe we even have, ooh, maybe a storm's rolling in. So to make these, it's diagonal, horizontal, diagonal, horizontal, diagonal, and then we're going to diagonal back up. So this is almost like a wonky V at the bottom, horizontal, diagonal, horizontal, diagonal. Here we've got diagonal, almost vertical, and then across, diagonal, horizontal, diagonal, diagonal, and we just keep continuing. I love it. And since it's nighttime, I'm gonna pop a few little stars up here, triangle, horizontal, horizontal, diagonal, 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 diagonal. Now, I know you guys know other ways to make stars, so you do you, whatever's easiest for you. Maybe just little, little tiny circles. Like twinkle stars would be easiest for you. So you do whatever is easiest. Now maybe back here, we've got like some bushes or something, some greenery going on. I don't know. Why not? So it's not just all sky. So we've got ground, bushes, sky with a great background. We've got Harry, we've got Hedwig, resting on the arm, and then of course we've got a wand. Okay, awesome. Now it's time to color. So we've got to think, what do you have? What do you want to use? Preferably, I love kind of doing a little multimedia. So like doing some markers, some colored pencils, some crayon, and mixing it up a little, right? It keeps things more interesting and it's more fun for you to get to use different mediums. So that is something to think about as you're coloring. Now, if you only have crayons, just use crayons. If you only have markers, just use markers. I've even had a student only want to use gel pens. Totally fine. All right, guys, so on Harry, I'm definitely gonna bust out a bunch of different things. So I've got my tub full of crayons, and there's also some oil pastels in there. Oh, timeout disclaimer. One thing that I personally love is I love the black lines, okay? So with that being said, you might want to consider tracing all of your pencil lines with black permanent marker, black Crayola marker, black crayon, whatever, black colored pencil, whatever you have, then continuing with your color. I think that looks really great, but that's my personal preference. Some people don't like the bold black line. It's up to you. I just feel like you can definitely maintain the detail if you trace it with black. Just a thought. Okay. Vicky Rayner's still napping. Look at Raina's ears sticking straight up. It's like she's got to keep a ear on me. She's got to listen. Okay, so I think for Harry, first things first. I don't know that I have. I'm missing some marker colors. So I am going to I'm just using good old Crayola. I'm gonna start with a skin-ish color. Oh, here's one, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that out of the way with my crayons. Now remember, the glasses part is see-through, and that is definitely gonna be his skin color showing through right there, right? So, low battery. Okay, there we go. So you want to bring the color inside the glasses like that, okay? And then like I was saying earlier, I think it'd be fun if you had, more color going on the eyes, but I just stuck with simple black, okay? I might even go ahead and just do a simple black inside the mouth as well. Oops, got a little bit out of the lines there. Now, from here, I think I have all the rest of the colors, and I think it would look nice if I did the rest of Harry in marker and then do the background in crayon and oil pastels. So we know Harry's hair is brown. So I'm going to outline the area first with my marker. Slow and steady wins the race. We're not in any kind of hurry. There we go. And then we'll fill it in back and forth, back and forth. There we go. Just like so. Awesome. Can't even tell that's brown, but that's okay. I think that's probably the only brown on Harry. You know what I did forget though, guys? I forgot Hedwig's scarf needs to have stripes as well. There we go. Awesome. Okay. So now we could get out red and yellow and do the scarf. So I could do yellow, skip a space, yellow, skip a space, yellow, skip a space. And same thing going down. There we go. And fabulous. Okay, and then we said Hedwig as well, right? So we'll go ahead and color in Hedwig's scarf. Now, I don't know if you guys are Harry Potter fans, but just recently, my daughter and I have really gotten into it. My son, oh my gosh, he was a huge Harry Potter fan when he was a kid. And now, of course, he's an adult. Look what I just saw, guys. This is also Harry's hair hanging down right here. There we go. And I would assume he still likes Harry Potter. Now, does he watch the movies? Maybe not. But my daughter and I, for whatever reason, just got turned on to Harry Potter recently. And so her and my husband and I are on we have to watch the last movie. So I see a movie night coming up in our future. And honestly, I don't even know which one would be considered my favorite. And I just love how J.K. Rowling was able to like suck you in. I mean, she just totally captures your attention and then she brings you in, and her imagination is just wild, like totally wild. I love it. I just, I find myself as I'm watching the movies thinking like, how in the world did she even think about this, And then all the amazing special effects, like kudos to them. So I'm trying to think. I think I want to do maybe yellow undershirt and then maybe red on here. Okay, and then I think maybe, oh, I love Hedwig's little miniature scarf. I think maybe a gray. Honestly, I guess I should be looking at a picture, but I'm just gonna do a little gray sweater vest part. Might not be correct, but you know what? It's my art. I can do it how I want to, just like you can do yours how you want to. Notice that I'm using the whole side of the marker tip to color this in, okay? So, I got that colored in. Now we need to color in his vest, or the cloak, the jacket part, right? So let's color in this part. And again, we're gonna go, see, I'm gonna use the whole side of the marker tip, the whole side, not just, there it is, not just the point, but the whole side, okay? And by doing that, look, you get a nice thick line, and then we keep our marker lines going the same direction, okay? same direction. Up and down, and up and down. There we go. Ah! Oh man. Sometimes that happens, guys. Your marker gets a little bit away from you, get a little bit out of the lines, but you know what? You don't freak out. You just fix it. No big deal. See, y'all didn't even notice. I didn't even have to say anything. Okay. There we go. There we go. Little outline. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Nice and smooth and back and forth. There we go. And then his little sleeve. I gotta be careful for Hedwig's feet so I don't color over them. Although if I did color over them, we could just say that Hedwig is sitting on her feet, right? There we go. Yes. Okay. Now, ooh. What color should I do the pants? Part of me was thinking gray, but then it blends into the sweater vest. Part of me is thinking black, but then it blends into the coat. So you guys do whatever you think would look the best. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. I know what I could do. I could use, here's how we could solve this. I have a gray crayon. I have gray, and then I know there's like a Timberwolf or something. What's it called? Oh, that's just gray. Wow, where did it go? I know there's another gray in here. That is weird. Where did it go? Did I throw it in here? No, I didn't. Super weird, guys. I know I have another gray crayon, but that's okay. So we'll use this, and then we'll just use crayon to color in his pants. Kind of gives it a cool texture, and it's a little bit different gray than the sweater vest. Okay. And then I think I'll do black shoes. There we go. Love it. And then we'll just come in here and do black shoes. That's easy enough, right? Okay, now for the envelope, I do have a great color in here for an envelope. This is the colors of the world, and it's like skin colors and eye colors and hair colors. And I love it because there is a like creamy, I used it yesterday. Was it this one? Light medium almond? No, I bet it was this one. Light golden. There we go. That will be perfect for like an envelope color. And then we could do that little seal red. And then we could do Hedwig's eyes yellow, like they're glowing. Oh yes. Okay. Oh, you know what? We forgot Harry's fingers. Oh, which one did we use earlier? Where did it go? Did I throw it in here? Here it is. Okay. Gotta color Harry's skin on his fingers. And then, oh, you're not even gonna hardly see that, but some little yellow feet. There we go. And I think I wanna use a little bit of gray on Hedwig. Now, I know Hedwig was white, but I'm just gonna pop a little gray on there. Just so it's not like white, you know? There. Oh my goodness, so cute. All right, now Harry's wand is gonna be brown. Brown, brown. There we go. OMG, I love it. Now, underneath Harry, I think he's gonna be standing in the dirt. So I'm gonna use a little bit of brown marker and kind of create a little bit of a shadow up underneath his feet, okay? There we go. But then on the rest of it, I will use brown crayon. Now, I could use the brown from this box, very deep almond, very deep rose, extra deep golden, or we could just use brown for some dirt. Okay, here we go. So we'll just color this dirt in. And same thing with your crayons. Even though they're just crayons, you kind of want to keep those color lines going the same direction, okay? Here we go. Oh, they are snoozing. One of them snoring. Probably Biggie. So Raina on the left, we actually adopted from Homeward Bound Pug Rescue when she was a puppy. And then we've had her 5 years. And then Biggie, we also got as a puppy, but we purchased him. And they, like, you would never guess that they didn't come from the same litter. Like, they love each other. Now, do they have their moments like any other siblings? Yes, they do, but they love each other. And they melt my heart when they snuggle like that. Okay, so we got our dirt all colored in. And so now for the background. I have a certain technique that I like to do where I blend multiple colors into the background, and at first it sort of looks like scribbling, but you got to trust my process and realize that it's all going to come together at the end. And so I'm going to do a night sky like we discussed, and my sky is not going to just be black. I was thinking of doing indigo, blue violet, like a, I don't believe I have a navy blue, but something along those lines. And then I'll blend in black on top of all of that. But first, I'm gonna use oil pastels. I love oil pastels to give the moon a cool effect and to go ahead and color in the stars. And maybe even the clouds, give them a cool effect, and then we'll work on the background sky color, okay? We also still have our bush to do as well, so I'll probably do, I've got a great green that comes in the multicultural box, the colors from around the world, and it's called Green Eyes, and this would be great for the bush color, okay? So we are gonna do, I'm gonna kind of use a little bit of muscle right here around the outline. Like, you don't realize it, but you do kind of get, you know, a little bit of a workout when you're coloring, right? Okay. There we go. So I'm using my muscles here. There we go. And then I'm going to color the bush in, making a bunch of circles over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? There we go. Over and over and over and over. There we go. And I'm using like a medium pressure right now. Okay? So it's almost like a tornado going on back here in the background, but trust my process, trust my process. There we go. So we've got the brown, or the green on there, excuse me, and you can still see white space. Do you still see the white space? Okay, so basically we've got to fill that in because I don't like white space. So we'll put that one back, and then let's grab a regular, what do you think, regular green? Do I even have a regular green? Yes, this sad looking one right here I think is regular green. So we'll go ahead and peel it. Tell you what, crayons work just fine even when they're broken. And now notice that I have peeled it a little bit like that. I'm going to pinch it on the side, and then I'm going to rub that green. Rub that green all over the bush. So we've got two things going on. We've got kind of some fun texture swirls going on with the bush, and then we're filling in all of those white spots. Ooh, there we go. Maybe I can grab around right there and fill it in. And so we're just rubbing the color on top of it so it fills in the white spots and gives it a touch of green. Yes, I love it. OMG. Drop me a comment. Tell me what you think so far. Okay, oil pastels. Where did I put them? Here they are. Oil pastels. I love these. They come, I think Crayola is great as far as like cost efficiency. They work great, they blend great, and they're super reasonable for pricing. And you can get them in a smaller box and you can get them in bigger quantities, which means you have more colors to choose from. So that's awesome. I am going to open these up. Mine are very used. I love them. And here's the yellow. Okay. One thing about pastels though is they typically have a very yucky end on them like that. So all you have to do, get my brushes out of the way, is just take you a napkin and you can kind of rub them off on a napkin just like so, and then you've got a cleaned up oil pastel. Now sometimes I don't do that because I like the smudgy look, but you know, some people don't like that. So we're going to color in all the yellow things that are in the sky. And realistically, when you're coloring with oil pastels, I mean, they color just like crayons, but in a minute, we're going to take it up a notch and we're going to add just a little pop of extra colors in there. And that is what makes oil pastels stand out from just crayons because of all the layering and blending that you can do. Okay, there we go. So we'll get that all colored in. Like so. I think that's all our yellow stuff. Yes, so now I could take, I've got a yellow orange in here, and when they get real flat like this, what you can do is you can peel part of the wrapper off without taking the whole wrapper off. And the reason why I like to leave the wrappers on is because they're really messy. They're gonna get your hands like super messy. So if you can leave some of the wrapper on, it's extremely helpful with the mess. So I'm going down the left side of my lightning bolts with this yellow orange, just like so. Can you see that? Okay, and then right on the edge, I'll go in with a pop of just regular orange. And we'll just go right on the edge of that bolt, just like so. And so what this does is it just creates, you know, a little bit of depth, kind of fun. Okay, now on the moon, OMG. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use a white, and we're gonna color our moon in. And I got a little crazy with my circle. Hopefully you guys kind of cleaned up your circle. If you're not happy with how your circle looks and you haven't traced it with Sharpie, you could erase it and definitely get something round from around the house and then use that and trace it. And then of course you'll have a perfect circle. Now I am going to, if you have gray, gray is better, but I don't have gray. So what I'm gonna do is super duper soft. I am going to use a little bit of black here and there. I'll show you up close and make like crater lines. See that? Then what we do is we go back on top of it with our white again, and we blend. So we go back on top with the white, and we blend, blend, blend. You gotta use some muscle in order to make it blend. So see the difference between the blended ones and the not blended ones. So not blended, blended. There we go. Love it. But that's just kind of a fun, different way to do your moon if you want to. You can even, like I could use this yellow orange and do like just a little glow right around the edge like that. Just kind of give my moon just a little glow. Okay? Now for my clouds, I was thinking, go ahead and do them white, and then because I did not clean my white, there's smudges, and that's okay. I like the smudges. There we go. There we go. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take like a pink, okay? And then we'll do just a hint of pink down there at the bottoms, just little curve lines, hint of pink, like so. Or you could do purple, or you could do yellow or orange, or you could do black and make them like real stormy looking clouds. I guess I could do a little pop of black right at the bottom. There we go. Black, 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 like that. Then when I go back on top with the white again, it's gonna blend and make gray. There we go. Whoop. Telling you, anything on the edge is always tricky to color in. Yes. Okay, so now, there we go. Now we're ready for the sky. So for the sky, I had talked about using crayons. So I've got a 𝗀𝗲𝗱𝘆. Oops. I have a violet. I have a blue violet. I have, well, I have 3 blues, but that's not what I'm looking for. Indigo, there it is. Indigo, and then we have black. So I'm gonna use all of these in the sky, okay? Raina always keeps one eye open, peeking at me, make sure I'm not about to leave her. All right. Trying to clear my workspace here. Okay, so I'm gonna start with one of the lighter colors, which is probably the violet. And I'm gonna do, almost looks sort of like scribbly lines, but I promise it's not. And I'm gonna do the lighter color around, you know, kind of around the star, around the moon. There we go. Here's another star and a lightning bolt, because the lightning bolts are definitely gonna brighten up the sky a little bit, right? There we go. Awesome. Oh man, you guys are, if you're following along with me, you're totally gonna have to like drop me a comment, let me know how it's going, or I don't know, can you drop a picture? Why not? Okay, next we'll do blue violet. So we'll put in some blue violet, which is a lot like indigo. There we go. Doesn't look much different than just violet, does it? Okay. There we go. And again, all these kind of look like scribble lines, but at least they're going the same direction, and you just got to trust my process, okay? There we go. Okay, next, let's go for some 𝗀𝗲𝗱𝘆. 𝗀𝗲𝗱𝘆 kind of reminds me of a navy blue. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but gotta be careful around my stars or I'm gonna look like I've got a green stars going on, right? If my yellow and blue mix. There we go. Yes. All right. There we go. Oh, yes. Okay, now, what do I haven't used indigo, so we could put a little indigo in there. Really, it's kind of like, where do you put it? You already colored the whole thing. There we go. You just put it wherever you want it, or don't put it. And then last but not least, oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, last but not least is gonna be a little bit of black. And this is just gonna darken it all up, okay? There we go. Just kind of a cool way to do a background, make it look a little bit more interesting than maybe what you normally would do, right? There we go. Oh yes. Okay, I think that's about it. I think we got the whole thing. So now at this point, you would kind of put on your art glasses, you know, your inspector glasses, look at it. Did you color in all the white spots? Are there any places you could touch up? Should you go back and re-Sharpie some things? So think about that, like what does it need? One thing that I feel like mine needs is definitely to touch up the wand right here. And I may, yep, it's not wanting to let my Sharpie work. Sharpie doesn't really work on top of oil pastel very well, guys. I don't know if you know that or not. So I could go in with a black oil pastel. There we go. Oh, but actually my wand was brown, wasn't it? Let's see if we can pull a little brown up there. Yes, there. Oh yeah. And then if you wanted to, like just for fun, you could, you know, have like we're casting some spells or something, or we're about to. There we go. Oh my goodness. So cute. So fun. You guys did amazing. I am positive of it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and drawing and coloring Harry Potter. We got to use different mediums and have a really great time. Biggie and Raina are still passed out, and you know, that's totally okay. That's what they do every time we come in here. They just dart on over. But you guys have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. And I will see you in the next video. you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that, and definitely turn on the bell notifications so that you know whenever I upload a new video. And please share whatever videos you love with the people you care about. So I'm definitely trying to build up my YouTube channel and appreciate all the support that you can give. Leave me comments down below and let me know what you thought of the project, or if you have any future project ideas. I would love to hear that. Have a great day.